G'day guys and welcome to Totto Today, channel where the scores don't matter and neither does my opinion. Overgrowth, the continuation of the same branch as Lugaru, a third-person action-based game in what would seem like an alternate world that completely consists of humanoid animals fighting each other to the death. Rabbits, dogs, wolves, cats, and rats all fight martial arts style for, well, the reason that they fight. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea why they're all fighting, but let's move on. In the startup screen, as you can see, all of what you need to make a good arcade game. Unfortunately, that's not what the company making this game is really aiming for. If they had a different menu that only said challenges and story, it may have actually thrown me off as a proper game, but unfortunately it's just too basic to think anything else at this point. Mind you, the game is still what would some consider an early alpha, which it has been for some years now, so maybe it's actually in late alpha? Either way, it's still being developed and to my knowledge is currently in build 207, which like I said, it's been in alpha for a while now. As you can see on the starting screen, it's got plenty of alpha-ish things to keep you busy, a few maps to play on, a few different challenges and such, and when you want you can get into any of these maps and you can either play them or edit them and create your own scenarios. The main gameplay areas I'd like to drag your attention to today is the versus game mode and the arena style game mode. There are other things to do, but I'll just concentrate on these for the time being. In the versus style game mode, you can go one-on-one with somebody sitting right next to you. There is no online play, so only the people in the room may join in on the fun. In this mode, you may beat your opponent into a coma, and then you start again. Although it sounds really basic, there are some really good points to this game mode which I'd like to point out. You aren't restricted to the 2D plane, you can move freely and do almost whatever you want. I was playing with a friend the other day and I ran all the way to the edge of the map before getting struck down with a sharp end of a sword thrown at my head. It's a fun game mode and if you have 10 minutes or 2 hours I can assure you, you'll have fun with this. The other game mode is the arena and is a bit more in depth in respect to how many bots are playing and what the rules of engagement are. Some matches you spawn with swords, knives and other weapons and others you don't spawn with anything at all and have to verse 3 other rabbits. I find this a bit more enjoyable because you really get to test your skills in combat. The mechanics of this game mode are a bit different too. When you win or lose, respectively gain or lose fans. These are gained or how good the fight was. Generally, the longer the fight, the more fans and so on. This would be a really great portion of the game, if not for the game's complete lack of progress saving. You start a game and you leave it. That's why I refer to this game as a good arcade game. There are some more things that you can do in the game, like challenges and playing on random maps and exploring what other people have made, but for the most part, these are unfinished and unpolished. The game as a whole is well designed, has good graphics, and is optimized fairly well, and has some fairly appealing maps. It has also got solid gameplay and consists of a fairly new IP, which I'm pretty interested in. The only downside to this game is its lack of features available to the actual players, and I'm not talking about people who want to make levels and so on. The game does come in at $30, and keep in mind that the game is still in alpha, so there is some work to do on it. But keep in mind, if you want to support an indie developer and play a game that is different and fun for a few hours and has some good replay value, then this game is certainly for you. Thank you very much for watching this review, and I am Totto, signing out.